This is Outside the Round with Matt Burrill, a Raise Rowdy podcast.
Well, fellas, this is an early morning. We had a good time last night at Live Oak, sitting here with Finn and Gus Johnson. Is your last name?
Correct, yeah.
Hell yeah. You guys sound like NASCAR drivers. Gus Johnson just sounds like a guy that should be singing country songs or driving a car around a dirt track, like Eldora.
Yeah.
How you guys doing this morning?
I'm doing well. I'm doing pretty well. What about you, Finn?
I'm doing great. I'm glad to be here. So,
You guys are the youngest guests that I've ever had.
Well,
I think you tie Mason Horn. You are by far the youngest guest. I think Mason was like 19 when I had him on back in the day. But you boys are what you guys do at such a young age. Like you're wearing your FFA. You're still
yeah. I'm still the vice president of my high school FFA.
Dude, that's awesome. Vice president of the high school FFA.
I'm missing the meeting for this. I'm missing our FFA meeting. It's tomorrow.
But you're FFA vice president, and then fucking closing down a bar last night, ripping guitar, not just guitar, electric mandolin as well, which just blew my mind. I'd never seen you boys live, and I've heard so many great things from Ryan Humans over at the Amber Sound to, of course, Grady Smith. Shout out to our boy Grady. From about you boys, and then I got really turned on to you guys this past summer and was like, oh shit, these kids are cool. This is the next generation. Not even the next generation, because this is like starting to happen now. So it's really cool to get to have you guys on a podcast like this morning, honestly.
Appreciate it.
You know, I appreciate the hell out of you guys for coming on. So what was the trip down here like? You guys come from Ohio, right?
Well, we actually had a gig in Indianapolis 2 nights ago. So we drove over there Finn drove from home, I drove from Cincy. I played a gig in Indianapolis. It was like, 4 hours?
The drive?
The drive home to here from Indy.
Oh yeah, it was about 4 hours. Easy drive.
It wasn't bad.
That's not bad at all, and that's the beginning leg of this pretty much cross country drive that you boys are on right now.
Yeah,
going to Southwest.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it feels like a tour. I mean, it
is.
A mini tour.
It's a mini.
It's a bunch of 30-minute sets. So yeah.
Are you guys all traveling in one vehicle, or do you guys caravan it down?
Well, we wanted to do one. We've got a minivan for Finn and I and Ben, our bassist, and then Zach and one of his buddies from college. Well, actually, high school. We all go to college together, but they went to the same high school. They're taking a little coupe. They're just driving down in a little car, and then we're hauling all the gear.
Nice. There you go, making it work. You guys enjoy coming down here? You guys have been down here quite a bit before, right?
Yeah, well,
or is this like...
This is like the 5th or 6th time we've come down here. I mean, we come down a lot. We've recorded here a few times. We've played Whiskey Jam a few times, meeting with people a few times. It's been probably, I don't know, closer to 10, actually.
Yeah, it's the 3rd time, I think, staying in the same hotel that we're in right now.
Okay, so you're getting familiar. Same hotel. Yeah. You figured out where you want to be.
It's funny. It's not even a great hotel. The location is just so good. And our dad, he is an engineer. He travels a lot. So he's a Hilton Diamond member.
Hey, Dad. Shout out to Papa Johnson with the perks.
Yeah, so... Like, he's going to come see, he's flying into Austin to come see us play there. And so I called him one night. I was talking about hotels. I'm like, yeah, hotels in Nashville, man, are freaking crazy.
Dude, they're nuts.
It's not even, like, we paid like $140 for a pretty nice hotel in Indianapolis, which I would have gotten a cheaper hotel had we paid for the Nashville hotels. I looked at the basically same types of hotel, even in like... East Nashville or like down the road, Franklin, $340 a night was the lowest I could find for something that wasn't like a Motel 6.
Yeah, this week's tough because this is kind of where Nashville turns into its busy season. We're just just coming out of our dead season because you've got like this you got like 3 or 4 crazy things happen aside from you, boy. Aside from Low Gap being in town, which is a big freaking deal. I might add. You've got St. Patrick's Day coming up this weekend.
That's a good point.
The SEC basketball tournament happens at Bridgestone Arena this week when you have Tennessee, Georgia, Auburn, Alabama, Kentucky.
UK.
Okay,
Let's go.
Boys. All right,
Our minivan is Kentucky Blue.
Kentucky Blue, baby.
Oh, hell yeah.
We were born in Lexington. So,
oh, nice. Yeah. I love Lexington. That's cool. I went to a Bulls, Bands, and Barrels there recently.
Really?
At the
Charles
horse park,
one?
At the horse park. No, this was it was Wyatt Flores and Treaty Oak Revival.
Ooh.
Pretty fucking wild. It was crazy. And then the other thing that happens this week is all these schools that are up north, like folks that where I'm from in the Northeast.
Where are you from?
I'm from New York.
Oh,
and
okay.
then folks that are up in the upper Midwest, so like your Minnesotas, your Wisconsins, like those.
The Ohio.
Yeah, Ohio too. All those states, the kids in those schools, instead of going to the beach, they come to Nashville for their spring break.
Yes.
There are college kids that instead of going to the beach, they're like, I want to go chance my fake ID on Broadway. I want to go party in Nashville.
I have so many friends that have lost fakes in Nashville.
Yeah, dude,
It's absurd.
Probably 2 guys like me. I used to be a bouncer, so that was my job. I was a door guy. I'm not the biggest guy. I was the ID guy. But you have all of those things happening this week. So that I think explains the hotel.
No, I forgot about the SEC tournament.
Yeah.
I did know, it's busy season, it's spring break.
It starts, and then from here to, Halloween, it is just full go.
Yeah.
Bachelorette parties, tourists, conventions, this and that, and it's just crazy. But when it's dead season, it's kind of nice when it's, quieter and, a little bit chiller. Your red door hangs are a little bit better and things like that. Being as young as you guys are, where do you go to network and do all that stuff when you're down here, or is all of that kind of prearranged when you guys come down here? You guys have your homies.
Well, so it depends. When we this week, you
get to be in the bars.
Yeah.
We'll get bounced. Most places we'll get bounced as soon as we play.
Yeah, no. The first time we played Whiskey Jam, we walked in there. We did this is back before the full band. It's just me and Finn. We're playing. We walk out. We talk to some agents and label dudes that came in. They do the Nashville thing. They hand you their card, or you hand them your card. You text them. You never hear back. That's
classic.
This is Nashville.
Tale as old as time.
No, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
But we were talking to Grady Smith, who this is our first time meeting him. He actually set it up for us. We didn't know that until Ward Gunther hops on stage. He's like, hey, Grady Smith, told me I need to get these guys on. I'm like, wow, Grady, all right. Grady's he helps out young artists so much like that. But they bounced us out. We were talking to Grady, and some guy's like, you got to leave.
Yeah, last night we've built really goodwill over at Live Oak, where we've had so many people play underage, because our big thing is, like Grady, like Ward, like a lot of folks in town, is finding the next thing. And finding young guys and girls and giving them an opportunity to play. And all of our shows are in bars, so it's those are 21. We got to figure that out. The wristband system is great.
It works really well. And, I get it, because there's a lot of, I don't know why Finn's so mature for his age. If I was 16 and some bar, invited me in, yeah, I'd try to get a beer. I would. Now that I'm a little older, I'm like, no, I am.
I can wait a little bit.
Yeah, I if you invite me to play, I'm not I've said that rule for myself. If you invite me to your bar to play, I'm not gonna get you in trouble.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna get myself in trouble and not get invited
it.
back. It's just not worth it. 2 beers is not worth getting banned from Live Oak for life, Because when I'm 25, they'll remember that, be like, oh, this is the kid that got in trouble that one night,
Yeah, I did not know you guys were, I knew you guys were young, but, especially you, Finn, you're still in high school, and the way you carry yourself, and the way you carry yourself too, Gus, at 19, I was not as mature. Do you think the music thing has something to do with that? Why you guys are able to be in rooms like you are.
Well, Gus graduated early. He went
Yeah.
to Cincinnati. And
Graduated a year early.
So that helps with
So
the
you're
maturity.
in college right now?
Yeah, this is my second year.
Sick.
So it would be my freshman year, but I'm a sophomore.
But I got to go hang out with him a lot in UC. That's how I got really mature.
That's a
supposedly.
lie. That's completely a lie. Finn has always been like, his soul is like a 77-year-old dude. Like,
Well, everyone was listening to like Kendrick Lamar and Drake. I was listening to Jimmy Buffett when
Guy
I was
Clark.
when I was like 9 years old.
Finn's favorite artist when he was a kid, I think, was the Highwaymen. Like when he was like 5, we had an old Highwaymen CD. Finn would listen to the Highwaymen all the time. I listened when I was young. Our dad, he had great taste. I listened to like Todd Snyder, and that was my favorite artist when I was a kid.
What we like to mention, and this is extremely important, because our dad went to UK, I feel like we're talking about our dad like he's some sort of elitist. He's not. He's just your average engineer who gets the perks of,
He's not.
of business
No,
travel.
he's not an average engineer. He's an
An
average
extremely
engineer
above
is-
average
Yeah.
engineer. Like intelligence-wise, smartest guy we've ever known.
He's so smart.
But since he went to UK, he was in the sort of UK country scene. Like that college country scene in Lexington was really good. They had guys like Larry Redmond playing the bars like every weekend. He was,
Montgomery Gentry was coming out.
he was one of the house bands down there.
Wow.
But he got to learn about all of the good alt country before they became, you know, what we all listen to now, like Drive By Truckers. He knew them. We listened to them as a kid. Drive By Truckers, Jason Isbell,
Robert Earl
Guy
Keen.
Clark, Robert Earl Keen.
That's my
all.
dad's favorite artist ever.
That's all our dad, and that's because he went to Kentucky. And
Yeah.
So we kind of owe all of our music taste and all of basically our inspirations to him.
And
because
Lexington.
he introduced us to that.
Yeah, go Cats. My first time in Lexington was with a band that a lot of folks, I think, when people ask like, what do these low gap guys sound like? I describe like guys like Muscadine, like Tyler Halverson, like older, like all country. I say that and I mean that in a high compliment, because those guys are, to me, like awesome dudes and great in the scene. And I attribute a lot like your guys' sound to like that, but also you guys are like your own thing. And I think coming up in music like you guys has a lot to do with it. I hear the old country, dude. I hear it in your lyrics. I hear it in your. How many guys are up there playing electric mandolin? Like, it's just so different.
I'll tell you who. Robert Earl Keen's mandolin player.
Yeah?
And
That guy.
that's where we got the idea. Just say, what's it? Oh, no. I think it's Tim Warner's his name, right?
Yeah, I think it's.
Oh, I should know that off the top of my head.
I think
'cause
it's
that's like
Tim Warner.
That's like, the
It's
god.
his last name's definitely Warner. I think it's Tim. That guy, he walks up there. I think he's got a 4-string, right? He doesn't even have an 8-string.
It's called like a bouzouki. It's
Yeah.
like a big mandolin, like a mandocello. He's got, and they're all like custom made. He's got like a rack of, they just look like a bunch of tiny guitars, kind of like what I was playing last night.
Oh shit.
He plays them like he's the lead guitarist.
Yeah. Robert Earl Keen, I don't know who he used to have. Well, he still has a guy that does guitar. Well, he's retired now. But last time we saw him, he didn't have a lead guitar. He just had that guy in mandolin. This was, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Beachland
at
Ballroom
Beachland in Cleveland.
in Cleveland. Great place. His mandolin guy was playing lead guitar licks. Really phenomenally. You would have had no idea it was a mandolin listening to it. And I was like, Finn, you gotta
awesome.
pick that thing up, baby. And he did. And it's super, super cool. It rocks.
That's awesome. Yeah, and coming from Ohio is like a huge hub for us with Raised Rowdy, because Raised Rowdy
Really?
started with Nicky T and his friends a long time ago, about 12, 13 years ago, going to country concert in Fort Laramie, Ohio.
Yeah.
And that was where Raised Rowdy started. They went on a bachelor party. Nicky T grew up a big rock fan and then got more into country music. And they went as a bachelor party and then just kept going every year. It became like a tradition amongst their friends. So places in Ohio like the Dusty Armadillo, like the Blue Stone, like Thirsty Cowboy.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
those clubs are a huge part of who we are as Raised Rowdy. I mean, I'm a New York guy, but Nicky's from Pittsburgh, so that like Western Pennsylvania, Eastern Ohio, into Western Ohio.
Yeah.
Ohio is such a hotbed for great music.
Yeah,
Small
dude.
town shit, like country music, just good old people. I love, like, if you look up, like, I know Ohio sometimes gets some shit. People like to
Oh,
joke about
yeah.
Ohio man, like Florida man, like that kind of shit. But Ohio is really just it's good-hearted. Midwestern folks that got ranch
Yeah.
dressing and bush light. In
Yeah,
their veins.
Busch Light's
Bush
big.
Light and ranch dressing in their veins. That's what they do.
People don't think about it. Like, you know how I hear people say this a lot. Like, I saw this TikTok the other day where Europeans love to make fun of Americans for not like having passports because they don't realize how big America is, and it's like you can literally go to every climate in the world in America.
Yeah.
Like, why would you get a passport to go to wherever when you can go to the beach in Florida, you can go to the mountains in Colorado, you can go, to Appalachia. People don't think about it, but like the southeast part of Ohio is it is Appalachia. Like that eastern Kentucky, West Virginia music scene, Ohio's part of that.
Yeah.
And like Cincinnati, it's an hour and a half from Lexington, Louisville. It's an hour and a half from Indianapolis. Like, there's a little bit of a folk. There's a pretty big folk scene in Cincinnati. We've played with guys that are really phenomenal doing this like solo folk thing. Arlo McKinley's from Cincinnati.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So like that style's big over there. Nolan Taylor's Cincinnati.
Oh yeah,
say,
Nolan,
yep.
big fan of him. Dude.
Yeah. So like Cincinnati's got it. Even like parts of Cleveland, you get out of Cleveland, you're in Farmtown, country guys. David Allan Coe's from Akron.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, is Dwight Yoakam, is he from Cincinnati or did he live in Cincinnati? There's something. I feel like Dwight Yoakam has a tie to Cincinnati somehow. I might be mistaken about that.
Yeah. I love Ohio, and it's funny too. One of our big writers, he writes more on the rock scene. He runs our Rowdy alternative side. His name is Sam Berg, and he lives on the Kentucky-Ohio border. Like
Yeah,
right on
northern Kentucky. I mean, like Florence, 30 minutes from
Florence,
Ohio.
y'all.
Yeah, like Florence. There's a saying that the Ohio River is 100 miles wide, and it is kind of true. Like the people that live across that river, some of them, like Florence. I mean, that's a southern town. Florence, Kentucky is a southern town in nature, and it's only 40 minutes. Not even. It's like 25 minutes from Cincinnati.
Yeah.
It's a great place to go. I mean, but yeah, Ohio's so diverse. Like, you truly can. I mean, it's a little colder, but you can go to Appalachian, Ohio, and you're in the mountains, the hills. You can go up. You just go west. You're over in the fields. You go to Cleveland. You got the lakes. You got the Ohio River, obviously at the whole bottom. But Cincinnati's the Ohio. I mean, Cincinnati, Ohioans make fun of it. They say it's part of Kentucky. I don't know if that's fair to Kentucky, but because I've lived in both places, I would consider Cincinnati a little more Ohio than Kentucky.
Yeah.
But there's definitely that tie. Like a lot of great country music from Ohio.
Yeah, you forgot to mention Luke Grimes.
Oh yeah,
Luke Grimes,
I always forget
big
that
Ohio
Luke
guy.
Grimes is from Ohio. What part of Ohio is he from? I can't even remember.
I think it's out west. And the Black Swamp. There's literally a swamp, Toledo. They drained it just like, Seminole Wind kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It's quite diverse, Ohio.
It
really
is really. It's a great state. Like people that hate on Ohio, you gotta go to Ohio. Like Cleveland's a cool freaking city.
Yeah.
Cincinnati, German Catholic tradition. There's more churches built between or before 1900 in Cincinnati per capita than any other city in America.
Wow.
Like we have beautiful architecture.
Yeah.
There's a ton of murals. Like Cincinnati's a beautiful city.
Yeah.
Columbus.
I like Columbus a lot.
I'm not a big Columbus guy. Columbus.
Why do you like Columbus so
Because of
much?
being on tour, man. Being on tour, you go to I forget what it's called, but they have like that big like food area, like that big market that's really cool.
Yeah.
And then the Bluestone is one of my favorite clubs to go to.
yeah.
Columbus does have some cool clubs.
The Bluestone's one, but again, I don't know it as like the Ohio State, and like as a native of Ohio, like I know as a college town, it's not doesn't have the same character as some other places.
Yeah, well, it does because it's newer. It lacks that historic character, but there are some cool things like the agriculture. Because of Ohio State, they've got a huge agricultural program. Quarter Horse Congress is in Columbus.
What is Quarter Horse Congress?
It's this big month-long event. And
Like, what is this?
they do a lot of competitions. It's a little bit, like the horse scene is really divided. I only know this because my girlfriend is a horse girl. She actually won.
God bless you. Shout out to the girl, horse girl. God
Dude.
bless you, son.
She's good though. She won this. She won the state fair when she was like 16.
Wow.
Doing pleasure riding. But there's that group. They do like pleasure, Western. It's a lot more, I guess, technical. They judge you on how you ride the horse, basically. It's less of like a timed event where, rodeos is like you're running as fast as you can. You're trying to rope something or do the bulls or run around the barrels, or you know what I'm talking about. It's all timed. It's how fast, with the exception of like, I guess, bulls where, you do have some technique in that, obviously, but like you're trotting in a line and you make your horse walk sideways or whatever. I guess it's similar to like, I don't know if you've ever seen the dressage events on TV.
No.
They get
I don't know. I don't know Western for a guy that works that as a company in country music. I do not know much about like horse culture.
It's
I just don't.
It's very strange. It's all showmanship.
Like a dog show. Like a dog,
yeah, that's actually a good
when they
thing.
say dog and pony show. This is the pony show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And that's a huge deal in Columbus. Huge. And what else do they have? They have another horse event. I can't remember what it's called. I don't know. They have a lot of horse events there at the state fairgrounds. The Ohio State Fair is a big deal. So there's a really nice Western store in Columbus called Rod's. Probably the best Western store in Ohio.
Is that where you got that shirt? Because that shirt is.
Yes,
That
this
shirt
is where I got that shirt.
Nice.
I
catch.
got this short so that the Quarter Horse Congress. Were you in the FFA?
No, I grew up in a New York suburb.
Okay, I got you.
Dude.
Yeah,
We didn't have an FFA. I did spend time. My aunt and uncle had a horse farm in East Tennessee where they boarded some horses. So I've cleaned stalls. I've done all that.
Okay.
Shit, no pun intended. But
well, at FFA, they have a national convention in Indianapolis, and they get tons of vendors inside this huge conference hall there, and you go buy stuff, basically. Like, you spend a bunch of money. They do that at Quarter Horse Congress. Rod's has this huge, like, section. It's just a store within this big building inside the Ohio State Fairgrounds, and they have this great deal. It's three, you get buy two, get one, three Wrangler products.
wow.
So I bought this. I bought, I want to say, like, another shirt, and then I bought a real nice jacket. It was a jacket I was wearing last night.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's exactly where I bought it. It's a phenomenal store right there in Columbus. Like, you wouldn't expect it, but it like, even Columbus, it's got its agricultural ties. It's pretty cool.
Heck yeah. So where you guys grew up, it is, what was the county again?
Holmes.
Holmes County. And you said it's like the home of, it's Amish country.
Oh, yeah.
In Ohio, which I've driven through Amish country in Pennsylvania on my voyages back and forth from New York to
Lancaster.
here. Yeah, I've driven through Lancaster and been on the highway, and then you look over and there's like a dirt road on the side of the highway. That's like where the horse and buggies are going. What is growing up in Amish culture like for you guys?
Well, okay, so
What is grown up? Because we've all seen like Amish Mafia or like Breaking Amish.
that's
those shows.
all baloney.
That's all
Everything
baloney?
about it. The Amish hate that stuff. It makes them look bad, and they rightfully hate it, because the Amish, they're actually mostly really good people. Like, they are very family oriented. The Amish. So I grew up in elementary school. We had 15 kids in my class,
Wow.
and when the way it works, there's like 8 elementary schools in our school district. 4 or 5 of them are all Amish. There's only 3 that have what they call us the English.
The English.
Like, we're
Yes.
British.
Yeah.
They call us the
But we're all
English.
still German. We're all still of Amish descent, except
Yeah.
for us. But
Yeah, we're like one of. So we live on the east side of the county. There's also the west side. The west side is more, I guess you would say, a little more redneck, a little more. They're still German Swiss, but they're not as Amish over there. There's less Amish. There's more just like farmers, big agricultural area.
yeah,
On our side, though, all of our friends, Amish ancestry. Like, every single one of them. There were like 6 people I knew in high school, and I was one of them. He was the other. And then there were like 4 more that had no Amish relations.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Everyone there is a Yoder, a Miller, a Mast, a Koblenz, and like a Hirschberger. And
Yeah.
our bassist is a
Troyer.
Yoder. He's a Yoder. He's of the descent. He's down here.
yeah, Ben.
Yeah. So like everyone goes by their first name and then like their dad's name. So it's like
It's like Abe's David or Jeremiah's Levi.
because they're all
because they're
same
all
last
Yoders.
name.
You couldn't say Jeremiah Yoder. There's like 80 of them.
Yeah.
Like I know like 6 Dave Masts.
Mm-hmm.
I probably got like multiple Dave Mast in my phone right now that and they're all different guys.
That's funny. That's funny. Yeah. I grew up around like a community that's like very traditional in New York. We have a very large population of Orthodox
Jews.
and Hasidic Jews. And my dad is from Maine originally. So when my dad and my mom first started dating, my mom brought my dad down to New York, and my dad had to ask my mom, why are the Amish driving? He thought the Hasidic Jews were Amish because of the beards and the hats.
Yeah.
Well, we call Amish Jews with straw hats.
Yeah. I mean, because it's a very traditional lifestyle, and like from the outside looking in, it's like, what are you doing? But I guess like the culture of like beliefs and stuff like that. So what's it like going to school with?
Oh,
Amish folks?
they were great. The Amish love baseball. They play slow pitch softball, but they are some of the we have this huge tournament. Our town is tiny. I mean, it's not even incorporated. We don't have a mayor. We got a little green sign, and that's the only way you know. We got a sign at the cemetery. We got a little green sign. If you missed that, you wouldn't even know it was a town. But we have a baseball field. It's a nice baseball field. And
Super nice.
every year we have a huge softball tournament. And I'm telling you, they put bleachers everywhere. There are like 3,000-4,000 people that come to town for that
Sounds like
event.
Field of Dreams. Like if you build it, they will come.
You know it.
Well, yeah. Our dad's on the park board. And they just built another field.
Yeah,
And
and they do come. They come in droves. Like when COVID hit, everyone's supposed to be shut down.
Baseball.
3,000 Amish just sitting in the.
No, and they don't wear masks. They don't vaccinate.
Park the horse and buggy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or the battery bikes.
Our
These guys-
Walmart.
Bikes. What's a battery bikes?
Yeah. So okay, we're gonna get into Amish culture for you here.
All right, let's do it.
There are multiple sects of the Amish church. The most, you read about the Amish at school and stuff, and because we had Amish as part of our curriculum.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Which is
so.
hilarious because we're like growing up, and every time they talked about it, we're like, this is not what the Amish are like at all. Society has painted it like they're these really strict, like almost hateful, like righteous indignation of the Amish. Like they're not like that. They're just normal. They're just mostly normal people that don't drive cars. The oldest Amish, the ones that are truly like what you've read in a book, they're called Schwarzentroopers.
bare
Schwarzentroopers.
feet, bare feet, and like you know how they have like the tractor triangle on
Yeah.
the buggies? They don't have that.
They're
It's,
not
like,
even allowed
against
to
their
have
beliefs.
triangles. They have no electricity. They still plow their fields with a horse or a mule. They like everything there. No electric, no gas. Like it's very, very traditional. They don't really like intertwine with the rest of us. They kind of are secluded. I don't want to sound rude. It's a little more of like that's the more culty side of the Amish,
Okay,
where you're kind
yeah.
of like this is a little strange, but they're just very traditional. And then there's Danners, the Danner Amish, the Dan. They're just like the.
The Dan.
Yeah.
Makes you think of the Dan band.
Yeah, the
from,
Dan
Wedding
band.
Crashers and stuff.
They're like the Schwarzentroopers. They can't have much stuff, but they are allowed to keep money. They have a lot of money. They just have big businesses. They get a ton of money, and they buy a ridiculous amount of land. So they're very wealthy, and they have tons of land. Land is so expensive in Holmes County because they
dirt.
buy it all.
There you go.
They
Yeah.
buy so much land. Then there is the New Order Amish, and this is where it gets confusing. The New Order Amish, they're the mainline Amish, I guess you would call them. They had a split. The New Order Amish split off from the mainline Amish because the mainline Amish were getting a little too, I guess you would call it progressive for them.
Oh.
They got into the phones and the battery bikes and whatever, and they split. And so now the New Order Amish, they're a little more traditional. They can have less stuff, but they're still not like the Schwartzies or the Danners. And then there's the Old Order Amish, which are the most progressive of them all. they've got these things called battery bikes, and it's just a bike, but it's got a battery on it. Like, it's literally just a battery bike. Those things will go 40, 50 miles an hour.
Have you guys driven battery bikes?
I've ridden on them a few times. They are fast.
They're
They
scary.
are, and it's bad because you'll be like driving down the road. You know, you have to deal with this all the time. Anytime you hop in the car, you're passing buggies. We have curbs that are like wider than the span of my arms because they want the buggies to stay on that curb so that you can pass them without having to like veer over into the left lane. But sometimes you'll be like taking a right-hand turn and there will be a bike in the curb, and you just assume it's going like 10 miles an hour because it's a bike, and so you're ready to turn. That thing will just zip right past you. You got to smack your brakes because this thing's going like 35 miles an hour down a hill.
Sounds like the Lime scooters that we have here.
Oh,
Yeah, that's exactly
No,
what
it's
it's like.
very similar, but faster.
Oh, even yeah.
Way faster. They fly. But I mean, no, the Amish. If you talk to the real intelligent Amish, they'll be like, yeah, we no longer have any like real solid theological ties to what we do. You know, it used to be that they had like their scriptural evidence for why they're Amish because they are Christian.
Yeah.
But now it's more, I think that it's just like, look, if we all get cars and we start working in Akron or Cleveland or Canton or Massillon or wherever, and people start moving away, we're going to lose that community. And they make a ton of money. The tourism's huge.
Yeah.
They're hard workers, like Amish cabinetry on it, Amish furniture, Amish houses.
My girlfriend recently got a big handmade swing set.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah.
Made
Huge.
by a company, by a group, an Amish group that's in Kentucky.
Yeah.
That's their business, and that's some big business.
Oh, yeah. That's what they all do because they've been doing this for years, and they are really hard workers. They do everything very, very well. Like, it's not cheaply made. It's made really well. And they just recognize that, like, look, if we get cars and we move away and we become like everyone else, we're going to lose that.
Yeah.
And they're right. If they all started going to college, they'd make less money than they do graduating the 8th grade. I've got a friend from elementary school, really smart kid in elementary school, graduated in 8th grade. His dad owns a huge lumber operation. I mean, it's massive. I got to think millions and millions of dollars coming through there every year. Millions. I don't know how many, probably tens of millions. And he runs the entire IT department with an 8th grade education.
Wow.
Yeah. Which makes you think, like, what are we really doing going to 4 years of high school if this Amish kid can code? Like, he probably took, like, a 6-month course, and now he's full-time IT dude, you know, it's cybersecurity type stuff.
Yeah. Do you think some of that, like, hardworking, like, traditional value kind of stuff has rubbed off on you guys in your upbringing? I think because
definitely.
I see you guys grinding with the music stuff, and the fact you guys are able to do what you're doing at a young age and get the opportunities that you're able to get and be putting out the amount of music that you guys have been able to put out, and teasing the stuff on social media, because social media is a grind, and you boys do a very, very good job. That's where Ryan Humans, when he talked about you guys, which shout out to Ryan and the Ember Sound.
Gotta love Ryan.
Ryan was like, hey, have you heard of these Low Gap boys? And I'm like, I think so. But he's like, look them up on Instagram. He's like, if there are any kids that are like the raised rowdy kind of like, that are raised rowdy and like fun and have their bits that they do and put out good music, like I'm working with these kids and I really believe in them. You should check them out. And it's like, you guys are always posting stuff. You're just always on the grind. Like, I feel like that work ethic would rub off on you. Yeah,
it does. And, you know, my dad, he was born in Rittman, which is like 40 minutes away. He actually grew up with the Apostolics, which I won't even.
Wow.
They're very similar to the Amish. They're actually, it's funny, if you bring up the Apostolics to an Amish person, they'll laugh and say, oh, those people are hardcore. Because, like, my dad employed some apostolic guys. They're very smart and hardworking, Swiss, kind of like the Amish. They won't even watch TV. Like, they won't even look at a TV. Yeah.
Well, they still drive cars and, like, wear normal clothes.
Yeah.
So you won't be able to tell the difference. But, yeah, they, like, if they're in a bar and there's a TV on, they'll sit with their back to the TV.
Wow.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, so my dad got some of that hard work, and that has rubbed off on us. You have to grind in this industry. And, you know, unfortunately, like, we got a lot of friends that super talented, and they just don't want to do social media. And we're like,
That was me.
well, yeah.
And then he told like I'm an old guy already, and I was against phones, against TikTok and everything. And he's like, "Well, this is what we have to do."
Yeah.
And I was like,
Gotta do it.
finally, I decided to join the grind. And
I
and
want to
do
pull
that.
up and see because you guys have some good numbers on social media right now too, right? Like you guys have been growing this shit.
We've been, yeah. I mean, it's tough for us because we don't have that budget to like go out and shoot a bunch of music videos, you know. But we do what we can with what we've got, you know.
Yeah, making music you can show your friends that hate country since 2020.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. So you guys got started in 2020, like during the pandemic, huh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've been playing instruments for a long
But the
time.
low gap
but
thing started
Yeah.
in COVID.
it's funny. It started right before COVID. We played our first show a few months before together, and then COVID hit, and it was like shut down. And we didn't even have the name Low Gap yet. That was when we were still the Johnson Brothers.
Which is totally generic, or
Yeah.
like, you know.
But that makes sense. I mean, that's
Yeah.
like the family.
Well,
the
it was a
family band
local
kinda
thing.
Yeah.
Everyone knows who we were, so we were just like, yeah, you know, like a lot of people, they would just say, Gus and Finn Johnson are playing here tonight. Come on out, you know.
Where was that first gig at?
Sheesh.
Oh, it was definitely the square in Berlin.
No, it wasn't. It was the Army Navy garrison.
Yeah, like a what you
Basically a VFW.
yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That seems very fitting because the VFW culture. You guys probably haven't had the opportunity to go because you're being
It's funny. I've
VFW
actually.
in East Nashville.
Oh, no, I haven't gone to this one.
It's the American Legion in East Nashville, and it's like I call it the hipster hoedown because it's like East Nashville. So it's like all the hipsters wearing like cowboy
Really?
hats and getting super western, and then like two-stepping, and then it's like bands. They had some band from Italy come in and play that
Whoa.
was like yodeling and shit. It was crazy, dude. It was crazy. But like the VFWs and the American Legions are such like it's such like a common starting point for guys and girls starting out doing music, and they give opportunities, and it really is that like small town.
That's the
local
small town,
flair.
great American bar scene. The
Yep.
VFWs, we've played in a number of them. I've got some friends that are in the Army that were former Army and stuff, so I've gone to some VFW events with them. So I've been to a few VFWs a handful of times, and I love them. I wish that we still did bars like that. You know, like you walk in, they got the old slot machines on the side, and you know they got the pull tabs.
Old school degeneracy.
Yeah, you know, like the dollar pull tabs, and then they got like that little bar, and it's always just like Busch Light, Coors Light,
Domestic,
baby, and everyone there just has a fun time, and everyone's got that sort of small town mindset, and like I do love the cool like inner city bars that do new stuff, but like more often than not, the one thing I miss in Cincinnati when I'm surrounded by great food and really cool bars is sometimes I'm just like, you know, I just want to like go to an old style bar like a VFW, sit down and talk to some old fart that's got a bunch of experience and eat like a half-pound cheeseburger.
Yeah.
You know, that stuff's great. VFWs are phenomenal.
Yeah. What was that first gig like for you guys? I'm guessing it was just acoustic duo.
Acoustic
right?
duo. That was before Finn had the long hair. I was skinny as a rail. I can't. We were opening for my uncle's band. He had like like an old rock band. They did AC/DC covers and stuff.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
pretty badass.
At the old Army Navy garrison. Yeah,
That
it
was a fun one.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun. Oh yeah.
That's sick. That leads you guys to where you're at. Where you're at now.
Yeah,
Like
well-
what is the show circuit been like for you guys now? Because you started in COVID. That's a tough time to get a band started.
Well, you know,
Oh, actually-
surprisingly,
but also a good time.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
we could grind.
we could.
We
We
could
practiced a
practice.
ton, and better yet, when the COVID ended, everybody was back to square one with live music. No one, you know, these bars, a lot of them shut down and new ones opened, and so there were lots of people looking for live music that hadn't ever booked anyone before. And so, I mean, we just called a lot of bars, and we were like, hey, let us in here. The first bar that really gave us a chance is this winery in Loudonville, Ohio. If you're ever in Amish country, you got to go. They actually have beer that they brew on tap. We call them, and we're like, hey, we're looking for a gig, and they're like, hey, come in. We're going to pay you $200, and if you're good, we'll invite you back. And to this day, they're the only bar we've never raised the price on because they were the first one that gave us a shot. We play there like 5 or 6 times a year, and they're phenomenal. Yeah. It's called the Ugly Bunny. And
the Ugly Bunny.
The Ugly Bunny.
I feel like we have to, Nikki T and I have to take a trip to the Ugly
absolutely.
Bunny.
Hey, let us know when you're in Ohio, and we'll call them and set up a little Logat set. We'll do the old style acoustic duo.
That'd be awesome.
It's great. Dude, it's such a great winery. Everyone there's lovely. The wine, it's a sweet wine, and it's pretty good. And they have like some IPAs on tap that they brew in house. Everything is made there. And, you know, if you're like a craft beer guy, you probably enjoy that. If you're just like a great American Pilsner dude, you might not like it so much, but the wine, you know, they do the wine slushies. I just want to
go because of the name. Like, I want to have an Ugly Bunny trucker hat. I want an Ugly Bunny.
Oh, yeah, they sell merch.
I was going to say, I have to come up and get some Ugly Bunny
It's actually, their logo's hilarious. It's a bunny with like a wine bag over its head.
Oh, that's great.
It's great. It's phenomenal place.
That's awesome. So, have you guys gotten to get into the club scene yet in Ohio or Kentucky?
It depends on what you define as a club. I mean, we're not like playing huge nightclubs, I guess. Like clubs are
like, are you guys like opening for folks?
Yes. We're in that side of the club scene. I don't know. It's gotten weird. Live music's gotten very strange. Like it's not, at least in Ohio, it's not like the LA clubs or even the Nashville clubs. You got these pop-up areas basically. Like similarly to like the Dusty Armadillo.
Yeah, like that style. That's what I mean by clubs.
Yeah,
like rooms like the Dusty, rooms like
I would call it more of like a concert hall than a club.
See, we call those clubs. Like to me, concert halls, dance halls, anything that's not like an arena or a theater is a club.
I see what you're saying.
I just always call them music halls. I don't know if that's an Ohio thing.
Yeah, music halls. Then are you guys getting to do like opening slots and like music halls and stuff?
A couple, yeah.
Yeah, we're so we just got a new manager in Pittsburgh actually.
Oh, awesome!
And she's been setting up a lot of that stuff.
Would love to see the Pittsburgh connection.
I love
Pittsburgh.
Awesome.
That's where this stuff started. That's where Raised Rowdy started. So we love. Have you guys gotten to go over there and do like Jurgles and like some of those rooms yet?
We haven't been at Jurgles. We did Thunderbird.
Oh, cool.
Last week we've done what was the name of the one we did with
Club
Charlie
Cafe.
Club Cafe.
Nice. Yeah.
So a lot of the like max cap 600 to 800 people.
Yeah, dude, that's a great circuit for you boys to be on right now.
It's perfect.
It's where you're gonna cut your teeth, and you're gonna start by opening and then get to the point of headlining as the stuff grows.
Mm-hmm.
And people always talk about like in the South, like people like the Georgia boys. They play the college towns in Georgia, and then the circle just continues to grow, and the radius grows until it's the whole dang country. And I think you guys have the ability to do that through Ohio, Kentucky, West Virginia.
Yeah, that's the goal.
PA.
That's 100%.
You can do a tour of Morgantown to Pitt.
Oh
to,
yeah,
we played Morgantown.
Motown's wild.
I love it. We got a buddy down there.
He's awesome.
Yeah. No, I'm Motown, man. Are you familiar with Tucker Nizzell?
I am not.
Hey, he's this dude. He's a Morgantown kid. He's got like 3 songs out, but great, phenomenal songwriter. His live show is fun, baby.
Oh.
He's got steel guitar. Chris Bias, man. Reed Connolly taught him steel.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And Reed is a phenomenal guy.
Yeah,
Shout out to Reed.
Yes.
He set us up with our manager.
Wow. Okay. That's
awesome, dude.
That's a good connection to have.
Oh,
right there.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, Reed is he's one of the kindest men I've ever met. Zach Bryan is not lying when he introduces him as the kindest guy I've ever met. Reed, that's 100% true. You won't find a nicer guy on planet Earth. He's so kind. And he set us up with Danielle, our manager. He taught this kid, Chris Bias. He plays steel for Tucker Nizzell. He plays steel for a lot of Morgantown people.
Wow.
And hopefully we're going to have him playing with us a little bit in the future. He did 2 songs with us in Morgantown.
Awesome.
We recorded with Zach McCord. He did that new Philip Bowen album.
Oh, wow.
He's also got a few cuts with Charles Wesley Godwin as a songwriter.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are coming. It's really cool to see different acts come up and like different scenes develop.
Yeah.
And right now, everybody like Georgia's had its moment. I think, and there's like
Yes.
South Georgia's got some cool stuff coming up right now with guys like Gavin Adcock.
Yeah, Gavin Adcock, baby.
Gavin's one of our boys. Gavin Adcock, Landon Smith. You got kids like Will Mosley and Cole Goodwin.
Megan Maroney's from Georgia.
Megan Maroney's
Look at
from
her.
Georgia. She's a former guest on the show.
Oh, really?
Yep. Yeah, we had Megan on very early.
She's great.
She's fantastic. One of the nice, really good, sweet girl.
Oh yeah.
But it's cool seeing like Georgia and Alabama. Like those are scenes that I've gotten really tied to through my employers of working with the Muscadines, working with the Trey Lewises, seeing like Ella Langley come up, seeing Trey Lewis come up, watching what Gary and Charlie are doing. But Appalachia is having a damn moment right now. And
Love
when you guys say Appalachia, it stretches into Eastern Ohio.
We're Holmes County is considered an Appalachian county.
Yeah, it's more than just West Virginia and the western side of Virginia. It's more than just that. And that style of music's been adopted by guys that aren't and girls that aren't even from that area, but are from different parts.
Zach Bryan's got a lot of Appalachian flair,
Sam
man.
Barber, bro. There's
There's
kids.
He's from Illinois, I think.
Yeah, there's kids that are coming up out of all different places, but to see like Charles waving the flag right now of Charles and having guys that are from the region in the Allegheny and the Allegheny 8?
Allegheny High.
Allegheny High, excuse me. And now it's like you guys are like the kids that are coming out of Appalachia right now. It's like you guys. It's like Maggie Antone. It's like there's
Magoogie.
There's all these sounds. I'd throw S.J. McDonald in there too. Like now is the time where that style of music. It's always been there, but the national spotlight hasn't always been on it, and now the eyes are on Appalachia style country music, which varies in style to where it can be something more traditional. It could be a blend of traditional and rockin' like you boys are. Like it can be a few different things, but like the perfect time for a band like Low Gap to come up out of Eastern Ohio.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is right now. And it gets me pumped up.
Oh,
boys.
man.
Gets me psyched.
Oh, we're psyched. And it's funny you say like, Appalachian, a lot of people, Tyler Childers, they think it's just Tyler Childers. Look, I love Tyler Childers, but like Sturgill, man. Sturgill rocks.
Yes.
Sunday Best.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar. I mean, Sunday,
very much. They're close with Gary and Charlie. With
yeah,
Muscadine boys.
Sunday.
Sweet, yeah.
Dude, those guys rock. I mean, and Nicholas Jamerson, he does a solo thing now. He rocks. I mean, like, it's not all just bluegrass, man. There's some electric stuff going on in Appalachia, and I think people just got to wake up and be like, okay.
Oh, they're waking up.
Oh, they are.
That's what you were saying.
It
They're
sounds
waking up.
like Texas. I mean, it sounds like Texas when you had Cross Canadian Ragweed and, even like Coetzel and stuff like that, where you got this driving fiddle. You've got heavy electric, and it's starting to rock, and I love it.
Yeah, I fucking love it too, dude. And even like a name we forgot to mention, Oliver Anthony. You talk about like
Appalachia.
Talk about the world looking at somebody, and then there's the Jake Cones. There's like there's just names popping out.
Brennan Edwards.
Yeah, Brennan Edwards. Shout out to Brennan. Yeah, like there's just so much coming out right now, so it's like now
even New York, man. Zach and I, you met Zach last night. Phenomenal producer. We produced a song for a guy named Kurt Buchan. Yeah, Buchan. And this kid, he's from Upper New York, Appalachian New York.
Yep. Oh yeah,
people don't realize it.
Bear Mountain, and it goes in through the Adirondacks and the Catskills and all that.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I've hiked those trails.
Oh, yeah.
That's because where I grew up is about 30-40 minutes outside New York City, but we have the AT runs through my county.
Yeah.
And it's like you can see from those mountain peaks, you can see the New York City skyline.
Yeah.
It's crazy how big Appalachia is.
Yeah,
and
it goes all the way up through New York into Vermont. I mean,
it goes all the way up into Maine.
Yeah.
Maine to Georgia.
It goes into Canada. There's parts of Canada with the Appalachian Mountains, and people don't even know it because it's associated with like East Tennessee, East Kentucky, West Virginia. But like, Kurt Buchan, nobody knows who he is yet.
I'm going to look him up. How do I spell it? I'm going to get on that follow right
C-U-R-T.
C-U-R-T. Oh, it's Kurt with a C. I like
Yeah,
that.
and then B-U-C-H-A-N. And he's got like 2 or 3 songs out. I
New York
produced
to Arizona. All right, yeah, I see you following him. Yeah,
Yeah, he moved to Arizona recently,
All
and
right.
I've produced a few of his, or
Just-
just that one
just
song. but-
throw me in the mountains with some music and my friends. Like that's his thing on Instagram. That's
Yeah.
on there. Like all you guys just have cool fucking little sayings on your shit right now too. Like
Got a hook.
everybody's got their little branding and everything. So this week's a big week for you boys because you're driving across the country from the Midwest down to some people
Tejas.
down to Tejas. Have you guys been down to Texas before?
No, first time, baby.
So what does all this South by Southwest stuff entail? Because that's a festival that people around the world know, and that's bigger than just music. That's all kinds of stuff.
So this Danielle set this all up. She's with Keystone Artists Connect. That's the name of her brand. They've got a few small acts in Pittsburgh, and she's worked with some people that like she's. There's 2 types of managers. I'm sure you know all this, but I guess people listening might not. You got the manager that has a lot of connections and is really big, and then you got the smaller connection, manager that they might not have all those connections, but they're willing to put in the work. Danielle, she's smaller, but I'll tell you what, she gets on Facebook, she gets on LinkedIn, and she meets people that we need to meet. I mean, she's meeting with like racing people about Eldora behind the scenes.
Yes.
She set up showcases. We're doing a showcase in Arlen Studios. They're launching Keystone, Texas.
Yeah.
They're starting a new brand over there. So this is the biggest one. They've got like hundreds of industry people coming to that. We want a booking agent. That's what we want right now. We want to play shows full time, opening for people because, in my opinion, that's all that's left to do before we start taking off. We've gotten the social media algorithms down. If we can just get more shows, I think people just haven't heard our live set yet. It's different from what's on. You saw it.
I saw it last night, and I saw like a pretty condensed version of it, and appreciate you guys doing that because it could have been easy for you guys to just throw you on some writers round and have you 2 up there doing the acoustic thing. But the full band thing, dude, it goes hard. The guys you have up there with you, and I love how you have a team with you. I love how you have a guy, you have a merch guy, you have somebody helping out with the driving, you've got somebody taking photos and stuff. Like you guys have like your own team. This is legit. You guys are touring right now. You guys are on tour right now. And
mini tour.
Mini tour. Literally, you're driving around, you're playing shows, you're doing media things like this, like. You're playing showcases, and then you're going to one of the biggest festivals in the world. Like Low Gap is on tour in 2024, and we're very lucky that it's coming through Nashville.
Well,
honestly.
and we want this to be a full-time thing, and I think Finn agrees with me. Our live set, it's way different from what our music is on streaming.
And I like that. I like the recorded music, but I love the live show. People can become fans. Like I'll be honest, and I get shit from this when I say it. Or for this, I always say like I didn't quite understand the Zach Bryan thing. I didn't for a long time.
Then you went to a show.
Then I went to a show.
Yep.
And Nikki T and I was at Rock the South in Coleman, Alabama, and Nikki T and I were like, okay, we'll see what this is all about. And then from the first freaking downbeat, those kids went nuts, and we're like, this is like Dave Matthews, and it's like the hype of like FGL, like bro country, where it's like girls on dudes' shoulders and dudes on dudes' shoulders.
Yeah.
It's for the bros, it's for the girls. Like the live show was so much more than just the recorded music.
Yes.
And I felt that with you guys last night, where you guys closing it out last night, and you guys fucking ripping, your hat going flying, like it was freaking awesome. It was awesome.
And you make a great point, and I've talked to people about this who know more than me about it. Anyone can. We live in a day and age. Anybody can go viral. We've gone viral before. We had Grady talk about our song, and that was a huge stream booster. But look, you're not going to keep those fans until they see that live show and they love it.
That's the product.
That's the product. That's what people really want. They want to connect. And Zach Bryan, I mean, you listen to him, dude. Like Revival on the album, it's kind of slow. Yeah. Not one of his best songs. Like I don't really listen. I can't tell you the last time I listened to the recorded version of Revival. You hear that song live? Oh, it's insane.
It's a moment.
It's a moment. And that's like us, Mockingbird. Finn had an electric mandolin playing Mockingbird last night. That's different. That's totally different. Eldora. I mean, Ryan did a phenomenal job recording that, but I don't think you can fully appreciate that song until you've seen us play it live, because that's when we go hard on it, you know?
This is something incredibly important, that like the live scene in country is bigger. It's the best live scene of any genre of music ever.
That's coming from a guy that listens to old time rock and roll.
Yes.
And everything. I listen to everything. I mean,
that's
but
big.
there, I mean, like, look, we're in such an over industrialized world. That sounds like something philosophical.
Sounds
but
like
no,
something
yeah.
George Orwell
You,
would
you
say.
sound like an Appalachian preacher right now. Keep going.
Okay,
Finn.
so like
you sound like Finn.
Everything goes through a series of. It's just all created. Everything is processed. Everything sounds so processed. We live in this mediaized world. What's the word? Digitalized world. Everything around you kind of seems a little fake anymore. It's things online. They aren't necessarily real.
Yeah.
And music especially. I mean, we have AI now that can write a we've done it before. Like
We did it as a joke.
like writing a Zach Bryan song on AI. They do it pretty well, but you can't really tell online what's real and fake anymore. And you're kind of losing the humanity of music and art itself.
We have an authenticity crisis.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But nothing will ever top the energy and the humanity of a live country show. I mean, maybe one day we'll be ruled by robots and we'll have Skynet over us all. But robots will not be able to play guitar like, Zach's guys. They're not going to be able to play pedal steel like Reed Connolly. And there's not going to be that sort of connection that you have watching that and being in a room with thousands of other people all vibing to the same song. That is an experience that cannot be created cannot be synthesized by a program, by an algorithm. That's something you cannot recreate online. And that's why live performances it's our salvation essentially in humanity. Like we have to bring the rest of the world, because only country people understand how awesome country shows are. We got to bring the rest of the world on board.
Hey, country music's having a 1990s moment right now, and it's the coolest place to be.
Yeah, I'd even go back to 1970s, 1980s with the
Outlaw.
sound.
Yeah.
It's outlaw, and it's guys doing it independently, doing it the way they want to do it.
100%.
Because I think, and it's funny, I think social media ties into that. Because I think it's where folks can find a band like Low Gap without a label pushing.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people hate on the Nashville way, the labels. Look, they've gotten really smart. There's a lot of young people that the old wave is leaving.
Yes.
And now you've got guys like, I don't know if you've ever met him, John Owen Bradley, great-grandson of the Owen Bradley, the father of modern production. I guess not really modern production, but the father of country music production, the Bradley brothers. John, this guy he is just so smart. He knows, look, this is authentic. This is what we need to do. He can shoot a music video from his phone. He shot.
Wow.
I'm gonna send you. He shot Eddie and the Getaway.
Oh, I love those guys. I love Eddie. Yeah.
He shoots Eddie and the Getaway's music videos on an iPhone, and I think he edits them on his iPhone. And you have no idea that wasn't a $20,000 music video, and it's just John Owen Bradley in the back with his phone out his hip. I mean, he's like. What's that thing that the gimlet or whatever?
Yeah.
He's a human gimlet. The dude holds the phone at his waist and he like rotates like this. It's crazy. You got young people like that come in and they look at these artists, and when it used to be we're going to change this to match what we're looking for, it's now we're going to go find these people that are authentic and we're just going to hand them money and they're going to make us money.
We're going to put gas on the fire.
We're going to put gas on the fire and we're going to treat it like an investment, and we're not going to go crazy and change everything they're doing. And it's made music so much better in country. So much better.
Yeah. I would 100% agree with that. So you shout out like Eddie and the Getaway and like other like new artists. Who are some folks that you guys kind of identify like homies with? Because you guys are out. You guys aren't down here all the time. You're back home in Ohio. You're in Cincinnati. You're still running the FFA in your hometown. Who are some like homies you got like doing the music thing.
Yeah. Well, we got a lot now. I mentioned Tucker Nizel and I mentioned Kurt. There's a guy the guy in Nashville that I really, really love. There's this dude named Chris Chapman. He's got
Chappie.
Yes.
We know Chappie.
Dude,
The Waffle House.
We were
Take it to the house. Take it to the house.
Yes. It's funny. We were playing, I want to say Whiskey Jam or something. We can't get into any bars, but we got into the Taco Bell Cantina.
Hell yeah.
And he was playing, and he played the Waffle House song, and I'm like, okay, this guy is phenomenally talented. This is not just your normal Broadway guy doing covers.
Yeah.
He was playing with Kevin Moon, and they were both really, really good. And so we walked up to him at the end, and we're connected with him now. I love Chappie, dude. His stuff is
First time
great.
I met Chappie, he opened up for when I was on the road with Trey Lewis.
Yeah.
He opened up for Trey at a mud bog in
Oh,
Auburn,
really?
Alabama.
Oh, yo.
Bogging on the plains, a mud park. Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
he opened for us there, and that was where I first got connected to
Yeah,
Chappie.
he's great. And then like we've talked with Muscadine a little bit. Those guys are really, really great. Tyler Halverson.
Yeah.
Tyler's the guy that set us up with Ryan. And it's funny how that happened because Finn and I, we've had issues with producers in the past. Not necessarily that they were bad, just that they couldn't really find our vision.
Yeah.
And we're like, look, who do we kind of want to sound like tonally, sonically? Who are we similar to? And the first two guys we said was Muscadine and Tyler.
Yeah.
And
So I
so
hit the nail on the head.
My ears are
You were right.
You were right. And I texted Tyler, and I'm like, hey, man, who do you use as your producer? He's like, Ryan. I'm like, sweet. So I looked up Ryan. Oh, he's Muscadine producer, too. This is perfect. This is the guy. I hit him up, and we recorded with him. Couldn't have done a better job. I'm sure we're going to go back to him soon and do some more stuff. But, yeah. I mean,
That's awesome. Yeah, and it's like Tyler and Muscadine are both like unique styles as well. And
Yeah.
Muscadine, those guys are like big brothers to me. Charlie and Gary, they gave me my first opportunity to go out on the road, and I wouldn't be where I'm at today as a co-owner of Raise Rowdy without them, you know? Like,
Yeah.
they got me out of the bars when I was bouncing. Like, they
Wow.
got me out on the road slinging T-shirts, and that era of Muscadine pre-COVID was different than the era of Muscadine they're in now. Like, they're not afraid to go in and make records and create different chapters through their records, which is very old time, kind of like rock and roll.
I love
country,
it.
where you develop, like you see guys like Eric Church develop, like different things like that. And,
Yeah.
but they do it their own fucking way. And Tyler, man, the Western and marijuana music world.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, Tyler's been they've both of them have been like recurring guests. I've had them both on a few times, and seeing what Tyler's doing and his sound.
so unique.
Yeah, and it not just being adopted by Nashville, but being adopted by L.A. in New York.
He's been
Yeah.
adopted by normal people. Like he's been adopted by the middle American beer drinking dude.
Yeah.
He's been adopted by the pot smoking hippies. He's been adopted by the hipsters in LA.
Yeah.
It's hard to not like his music.
Yeah, and that's like what you guys have in your TikTok bio, like making country music to show your friends that hate country.
That's
like,
our mission
to bring them in.
statement, man.
Yeah, and I think it's a great mission statement to have because you want to appeal to I don't want to say you like sounding like you want to appeal to like everybody's like
No.
kind of like commercial like sell, but you want your music to be more than just one genre. You want
Yeah.
your music to be low gap.
Yes.
More than just country music.
Yes.
Just like Tyler and Muscadine are Muscadine Bloodline and Tyler Halverson. They appeal to more than just the average country fan.
Exactly, and that's why we went with Brian because we felt like, look, Muscadine and Tyler, we have similar sounds, and they have similar sounds, but they're all unique, and we don't want to be the next Turnpike. As great as those guys are, we want to be the next Low Gap. We want other people to say, I want to be like Low Gap. We don't want to be compared to someone else.
Yeah.
And Ryan really, he's brilliant in many, many ways, but I think what really sets Ryan apart from the other great producers is that Ryan, he can hear you and he says, that's their sound, and that's what I'm going to chase, and I'm going to track it. And that's why he's not just a great producer, he's the producer. You know?
Yeah.
I think that's important. That's what he gets right.
That's awesome. Where'd the name Low Gap come from?
Got a little farm.
Yeah.
Oh, is it a farm?
In Southeast Ohio, the most Appalachia of Ohio.
Yeah, right on the river.
And it's on Jericho Low Gap Road. So
Yeah.
That reminds me, we have buddies in Alabama, Shackelford Lane. They're a duo of brothers as well.
Okay.
Will and Reed Shackelford. And Their families got like thousands of acres out in Otagoville, Alabama, and the name of the road is Shackleford Lane. So their duo is Shackleford Lane, and guess who their producer is?
That's right.
Is it Ryan?
It's Ryan.
Ryan Humans.
Yeah.
It's like, but that to me is so cool because it's you guys claiming where you're from. You guys, you guys are two brothers from Appalachia figuring it out, singing songs about where you guys are from.
That's what we do. Our family history. We like that. You know, we got Appalachia in our blood, baby.
Yeah.
We write about it.
So what's coming the rest of this year? What do we got? So we're on the way to South by Southwest. What do the gigs look like down there?
So we're gonna have a gig Wednesday night. I can't remember. That's at a new bar. It's called like Dusty D's or something like that. Brand new. Or no, the Dusty. Is it the Dusty Dillo? Something like that. It's a brand new bar. We're going to play there. We're playing at Arlen Studios. That's where Willie Nelson's recorded.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and that's
really cool. There's your highwayman shit.
Yeah,
I know, man.
You're going to freak out when
Yeah.
you go in there.
Sweating a little bit. Yeah.
It's a cool studio, and we're doing live shows in there. That's where Keystone is doing their Texas opening. And, I mean, they got some really good, great names in there. Jason Eady, Gabe Lee's playing there.
Oh, dude, I love it. Tell Gabe we said hello.
Will do.
Gabe's a good friend that I used to have play. We used to have him play our writers' nights at Live Oak
He's
all
great.
the time
Oh,
during
yeah.
COVID, and he'd be up there with the keyboard and doing his thing. Gabe's fantastic.
Yeah, he's great.
That's a good lineup to be on right there.
Yeah, great. And then Saturday we got a brunch show we're playing.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, and then tonight's Whiskey Jam. So
Nice.
got 4 more. I'm excited for all of them. It's going to be a great time.
Yeah, and then what are some goals for this year? Are we
Ooh,
just trying to get music?
Goals.
I know goals.
Goals.
I'm sound like the teacher in school right now.
Yeah.
Goals.
Well, we want to get more music out, so we recorded with Zach McCord, and we got 2 songs done. Postcards and Say a Prayer are done with him. We're going to record Waves Wednesday with Adam Odor in Texas. He did the Big Dixie Chicks album.
Oh, cool.
He's done a lot of cross-Canadian ragweed. He's done a lot of Jason Boland. He does all the Mike and the Moo Pies, now Silverado stuff. He does all that. I think he's done every one of their albums. Maybe not the first, but phenomenal producer. We're excited to go work with him. We worked with him because we wrote Waves with Keith Gaddis.
Yeah.
And I told that story last night, but he knew Keith. Back in the day, they recorded some cross-Canadian stuff together. And so I was like, man, if we could get a producer, and it just happened to work out. We met him through Danielle, and he produced with Keith, and we're like, we want to do this Keith song with a guy that was buddies with Keith. And so Adam matched that, and he really wanted to produce it. He's like, I would love to produce this.
Yeah, and I think Tyler Halverson's most recent song he put out was written with
Yes,
with
it
Keith
was
as
written
well.
with Keith. I
That's
did
cool
see
to
that.
see his legacy continue to live on.
He had such an impact.
with acts that are coming up like you guys and Tyler, and I'm sure so many others.
Well, and it's cool because that he's written songs for George Strait.
Yeah.
And he's written songs for Kenny Chesney covered one of his songs, and he did end up in Nashville doing a lot of huge stuff, but his roots are in Texas, 100%.
Yeah.
So seeing Texas guys and small artists who probably are more identifiable with what I think is really Keith's best work, which is the small stuff he did. Those 4 songs on that Charlie Robeson album.
Yeah.
The stuff he produced, that I think, even though he might be better known for I Got a Car with George Strait or something in the mainstream, he left a bigger mark in the independent stuff that we're doing right now. He opened those doors up more than just about anybody. And he didn't get enough recognition for it because he was an inner working of the industry. He had that solo album, and then he left to lead Dwight Yoakam's band. But he is huge. Like, the dude's influential in every sense in Texas, even Appalachia.
Yeah.
He is one of the grandfathers of this independent country movement we've got now. So seeing guys that are independent releasing these songs, I feel like that's just the only way it should be done.
Yeah.
And I love to see it, honestly.
Absolutely. So this year, getting music out, getting a booking agent.
Getting a booking agent.
That is the
That's
goal.
number
I
one.
think that's the biggest goal.
We want to be playing shows full time. Like, I want a reason to drop out of college, man.
What are you studying?
Finance.
Okay.
And music production. So I'm getting a little bit of music in with it, but I wanna leave. I wanna go do music full time.
And it's cool you're getting to do the producer thing, like help like working with acts as well, because I feel like that helps you with your own craft.
Oh, certainly.
I've heard Gary Stanton say that.
Yeah,
He's
he's a producer, and Zach, he's techie. Like he knows how to produce. He knows how to record.
Yeah, our drummer, right?
Yeah,
Zach?
yeah, and
we also recorded with Zach McCord. So.
yeah, and I'm trying to learn that too. And my hope is that one day we'll just record our own stuff, and we can sit down for a week and get the song perfect. And
take the time to record an album.
Yeah, do the
or
Al
record a
Torrance
song.
thing, because Al Torrance does all the Charles stuff. I would love to see Zach do our stuff in that manner and have us all have a say in the production just as a group and make it our own working, and we don't need any externals. We're just going to do it the way that it needs to be done. Not that Ryan's done a bad job or Zach or Adam or all the producers we've had. I just want to
See, I like the multiple producer thing because you guys are figuring out exactly what your sound is.
Oh,
And
yeah.
your sound-
Exactly right.
And your sound is different things. Your sound has a little bit of Nashville in it. Your sound has the hometown Appalachia stuff in it, and it has some Texas in it. So why not work with your favorites of those guys?
Yeah,
and
we're
make-
working with the Appalachian dude. We're working with the Nashville dude. We're about to do the Texas dude.
Yeah, and then different songs have that different sound because you guys aren't just one sound. You guys are a collective sound that is
100%.
freaking low gap, baby.
Yeah, and I mean that's what we're doing. We did
flexing on them.
we did Winesburg in Virginia and you with Dwayne Lundy. He's recorded like Ian No. I think he did some Coulter Wall
Yeah,
stuff.
he's a Lexington.
He's a Lexington guy, very Appalachian. If I got a real Appalachian song, I can bring it to him. If I got a more Nashville type feel, I can bring it to Ryan. Somewhere in between, Zach is perfect. If I got a Texas thing, I can bring it to Adam.
Yeah.
And it gives us a lot of options.
Smart to do, man. That's smart to do. Dude, you guys are so far along for what your age is.
Appreciate
It's
it.
really, really cool, man. Like, I'm stoked we were able to do this morning.
Yeah, me too.
One last thing. Have you guys been to a Buc-ee's before?
Yes. Wait. No, I haven't actually. No.
All right. So y'all are going to be able to do that on this trip because Buc-ee's is based out of Texas, and they have them in between Nashville and Texas. Like, while you guys are driving, you will see them. And I want to you have to text me or send me like a little video of your first Buc-ee's experience.
Okay, we'll
have.
have to do it then.
It's a Walmart or like a Rural King meets a Love's. And it's unbelievable. And the way you guys do your content and stuff, I'm very excited to see what you guys come out with. From Buc-ee's.
Yeah, we'll have to record that.
You guys are gonna have some fun on this road trip. I'm excited.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited to hear all about it. I'm excited to follow along and all that, and I can't wait for the new music to come, man. I'm super stoked to have met you guys and have you guys on the pod today and had you guys at Live Oak last night, and we'll definitely have to do some more stuff. Anytime you guys ever need anything here in Nashville or there's something that we can help with, you guys are in the Raised Rowdy family. Y'all are Raised
We're
Rowdy
proud.
kids now. You're FFA kids, you're Raised Rowdy kids, you're Ohio boys, like Go Cats, like all that. But you guys are now in the Raised Rowdy family. So
I love it.
anything you boys ever need, you've got some more friends, some more big brothers out here to look out for you. So.
Hey, and you guys got to hit us up whenever you're in Ohio.
Dude, we might have to pop through. I forget the town that we stop in leading in the country concert, but Nick has friends all over Ohio and stuff. I think he's out in the lobby. So you guys didn't really get to meet him a ton last night, did you?
No.
Yeah, he had two of our buddies, our good friend Corey Hunt, who's in Luke Combs' band. He's his keys player.
Okay.
And his wife, his now wife, Julia Kate Julia Kate Hunt, they got married in Colorado a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
And they had their reception at the bar down the street from Live Oak. They just ran out the whole bar and had all their homies come. So Nick was there last night, but he's supposed to be coming in here soon. So you guys will have to talk with him about
Absolutely.
Ohio stuff. And, people can follow you. It's Low Gap Country, right?
Yeah, we're on Instagram. We're low__gap.
__.
Yeah, double underscore.
Okay.
And then, we're on TikTok, but we don't really post there very often. I've gotten very disheartened with TikTok.
Yeah.
It's kind of annoying, but we are on TikTok. We post occasionally. I think we're just low gap there.
And you guys are on YouTube and stuff? too?
Yep,
People
just
can
look
find
us
much
up on YouTube. All our music is everywhere, wherever you stream music, just low gap. There's no other low gap, so we're not too hard to find.
Perfect.
I'm proud to say we're now like the #1 result on the Google search engine
Let's
for
go,
Logap.
The bourbon,
boys.
the low gap bourbon is not beating us anymore.
Yeah. Which
So-
I did have a buddy who was over 21 order a bottle of the Logap bourbon. I gave it to my dad for Christmas last year.
That's awesome.
And he liked it. So that's cool.
That's some Kentucky stuff right there.
Yeah.
There's the roots. That's
Yeah.
fantastic. Well, Gus and Finn, I appreciate the hell out of you guys. Thank you, boys, for coming on and being on this Outside the Round episode. Safe travels to
Appreciate
Texas. Good luck with Whiskey Jam tonight.
Thank you.
We're gonna try to make it out tonight.
Oh, yeah,
to
dude.
see you boys.
Dude.
It's funny. Whiskey Row, where Whiskey Jam is at now, was the bar I used to work at.
Oh, really?
I used to work that front door and kick out drunks all night. So it's fun
Full
to
circle moment.
It's fun to go in there and see what Ward's doing and everything. But guys, thank you so much for watching another episode of Outside the Round. Be sure to check out the boys from Logap, Gus and Finn, and be on the lookout for shows up in the Midwest, new music coming, and of course, content and NASCAR. If you're watching, I know Danielle's working on it.
Yeah, NASCAR.
Eldora. Do something with the song, please. I saw it live last night, full band, and it was
Hey,
freaking awesome.
someone send this to Dale Jr. Someone send this podcast episode to him.
Yes, send this to Dale Jr.
Get us on
please.
Dirty Mo.
Well, appreciate all y'all for watching. Make sure you guys rate, subscribe, tell your mama and them. And if you guys want to find out more about us and what we do, look up raisedrowdy.com. For Gus and Finn, I'm Matt Burrill. This has been Outside the Round.
I ain't never been the kind for staying in one place for too long. I ain't never been the best at saying I love you to a girl I love. Only got a couple tricks up my sleeve. They usually just make 'em leave. So if you